Whether it's defended by an CEW hardcore icon or a Newfoundlander in Alberta, the North Atlantic title should be defended on Newfoundland soil. So with that, you will see the North Atlantic title defended here in a future show.
And with that, Dirty Don vows that the Cutting Edge Wrestling North Atlantic title will once again come back home. Let's get back to the ring for a special liquor lounge between Dirty Don Martini and his guests, the Gotch family.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cutting Edge Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Gotch family!
It's all about this.
That's right, I'll do you a favor, you get your own mic.
Well now, well look at all these people here tonight.
Come on! See ya! Good to see ya!
It was meant to sound creepy, folks. It was a little creepy. You see, I'm excited. I can't even really get my head around it.
What?
Things have changed so much for us in our family in the last little while.
Especially the last 2 months, absolutely.
That is for sure, Mr. Martini. We stand together, united for the first time ever, and there is nobody in the foreseeable future who's going to take the tag team gold from the Gotch boys. And yet again, here we stand, Tom Martini. Just 60 days ago, would we be standing in this ring?
We absolutely would not.
Extending the hand of friendship to Don Martini.
And you know what? Because of all those things, I do have a lot of respect for the Gotch family, especially Scott Gotch. We've been through war over the last 3 years. And even beyond that, you guys have had your own internal war. There's certainly been some animosity. I know these fans, as well as the CEW locker room, didn't quite embrace the relationship, the tear, the family, the disrespect going on between you two. And I know, that's a whole right moment in my song right there. It's great to see. It is. It's great to see. And you two are one of the greatest tag team champions I've seen in Newfoundland in years. There is a lot you guys have done. You're one of the longest reigning tag team champions.
Like 70 days plus.
That's a long time. Close, like 2 months and a bit.
Just learned how to count to 70.
That's pretty good. So you know what? While I've got you here, you're great tag team champions. What is next for the Gotches? What do you guys see in store for the next couple of months?
Well, as we know, the chosen one, Scott Gotch, while this here tag team championship looks so good around his waist,
Or dangling.
I think, and I think everybody here will tend to agree with me, that they want to see Scott Gotch as the next CEW North Atlantic champion.
That being said, it's great to have high hopes. I mean, your feet are on the ground and you're reaching for the stars. But as you know, I was the longest reigning North Atlantic champion. I am the longest reigning one that is in the city. The only one longer than me is Vince Austin, who is no longer here. So, and Scott, you are one hell of a competitor. You are one hell of a tag team champion.
I do for you guys.
But
Each and every one of you.
I think your stride is really in the tag team division. If we go to singles, I think you could really have a good go with that Justin Locke guy for the Heritage. You should take his sights on the Heritage trail and lead the North Atlantic to someone who's been there and been to the mountaintop. Because you know what? This is Don Martini's Renegade promotion, and I guarantee you, no one will supply better North Atlantic title matches than the Don Dons, the Mastodon, the Dirty Don Martini. As great a competitor as you are.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. You know, I've done a lot. I won the tag titles. Me and Bob Gotch won the tag titles.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. Also, I'm pretty sure I beat Scott Lou.
That's who's been here.
I know Tommy Dreamer, when he came here, he said, I'm the toughest man that he's ever worked in his life. Yvonne Dudley as well.
Thank you.
In a table match.
Yes, you have. In a table match. So I understand what you're saying. You want me to open Harry's title. You want me to, step aside because you were the greatest North Atlantic champion in the world. I get it.
True.
But I can see it in your eyes, Don. You're afraid. You're afraid. Although I will say after the last 5 or 6 years, I have never, ever beaten you one-on-one. And I understand. You don't want to hurt me. You're probably, you're like a big brother. I do look up to you. When I used to, back in the day, I'd be in the vans, staring at you, cheering you out. I was like, I want to be exactly like you. But I'm not going to be. I'm Scott Nash, and I will become the North Atlantic champion.
Well, you know what? You actually spoke that like a true champion. And with the North Atlantic title coming back, there's only one way to really decide who gets a shot at Andrew Hawk for the North Atlantic title. We need to decide on a #1 contender. And I can't think of a better way to decide that than Don Martini versus Scott Gotch tonight in the main event for the #1 contendership of the North Atlantic title. Crazy as all you want. Well, you broke my promise, right? I promised to go for free show.
Hey, looks like you got your hands full with the guy with the IQ of a carrot and his great hand to match. So, we'll see you in the main event.
You know, it's funny. I heard the music, but I still don't see a Dennis Guthrie anywhere here. Why do we have just a lonely Bradley Guthrie at ringside and literally with the gall to step into my ring with Don Martini and a full Gotch family? Where are they? Where is Dennis?
Don't worry about my family. You've had enough interaction with my family. My dad and my brother are away on a bonding trip, out fishing in Sacramento, coming back stronger than ever.
They're on a family bonding trip? Why are you bonding with your family?
Obviously, you've never seen a sports car. There's only 2 seats.
Yeah, I'd put you in the trunk. Bradley Guthrie, you look like you want to come out on your mouth, and you know what? You got eyes like you want to fight. This can't be just about Dennis. I got a sense this is about something more. Because last show, you know what? This is about your sister. We were all here last show when we found out my longtime valet, the girl I was spending my nights with, Ellie Guthrie, or as I knew her, Ellie Banks. I've been hanging out with your sister, Bradley Guthrie.
She wants nothing to do with you. No one with a bloodline as rich as mine would ever have anything to do with a scumbag like you. Last show you got lucky and you pinned me. That's the highlight of your career. You should have retired then, because that will never happen again. I brought my sister here with me tonight to show her firsthand what a loser you are. And this isn't my first time in a bar, and this isn't my first time beating someone's head off the bar. So I'm done talking, because it seems like you come out every show, and you start every show with talk.
Good at it.
Yeah, how about you back it up?
You know what? Steve, step aside. The last time we in a liquor lounge and someone came out like this, we left the bar in the ring. We get a referee at ringside. Let's get a match started right here.
Bar is literally in the ring there, Todd Winters.
That's right. I mean, it's a liquor lounge brawl, and you know Dirty Don Martini. He really excels when it's in the liquor lounge.
Yeah, this is Don's environment. This is as close to a bar brawl that you can have with a group of 100 kids.
Well, you know, really, he can put the liquor lounge in the ring all he wants. When he's in there with the Todd Winters Award winner, Bradley Guthrie, it's game over.
Oh, well, the Todd Winters Award winner, just a back elbow award winner, flying clothesline, Don Martini. Don Martini is in complete control.
Come on,
right
Bradley.
now, Bradley Guthrie. We see the scoop and the slam.
That's right. Come on, Bradley. Powder out, Bradley.
It would be a good strategic move for Brad Guthrie to powder to the outside. I just don't think he had it in him, Todd Winters. I don't think he was able to. I don't think he had the wherewithal.
There we go, Bradley. That a boy.
But there you go.
Bradley.
You see, Bradley Guthrie is an immensely fit and powerful competitor, and he was able to turn that around there.
Come on, Bradley. Don't mind that referee, Cricky Morella. Don't mind him. You get in there, choke, whatever you got to do.
Foot on the windpipe. He's fully utilizing the 5 count. Until he gets to 5, it's completely legal. Bradley Guthrie now showcasing that power. A scoop. Holding Don Martini there, making him think about it. The blood rushing to his head.
Actually, what am I saying? This is a liquor lounge brawl. There are no rules.
There are no rules.
There are no rules.
Oh, well, then that totally goes into the favor of Bradley Guthrie. I think that Bradley Guthrie
there you go,
is
Bradley.
the type of individual who would stoop to those levels. But you see, Don Martini, you don't call him Dirty Don for nothing. He's not afraid to get down and dirty and to do what he needs to do to win. Traps the leg. Beautiful over the head. Traps suplex.
Get in on him, Bradley. Make the cover. Come on, Bradley. Don't waste any time. Let's go. This is Dirty Don Martini. Come on, Bradley. Back him out of the corner. Come on, buddy.
Head of steam. Bradley Guthrie. Don Martini moves out of the way.
Turnbuckle shots.
Scraping his head. And as I just mentioned, Don Martini is not above bending or perhaps even breaking the rules if it's coming to a win, especially in a no DQ liquor bar brawl. Ooh. Right into the bar. Beautiful Northern Light suplex. Guthrie rolls through. Double. And the ref just sees Bradley Guthrie not very aware of his position in the ring and put Don Martini's legs right over that bottom rope, resulting in a non-legal pinning combination there, Todd Winters.
That's correct, but Bradley Guthrie, he's in firm control here, and it's only a matter of time before he wraps this up.
Okay, Bradley Guthrie again showcasing that power, picking Don Martini, who's no small guy, like a ragdoll. Don Martini gets out of it, and you see he was going for that dirty cutter there, Todd Winters. If he had hit that, it would have been all over, and Bradley Guthrie knows it. Bradley Guthrie, where's he going? Where is this guy going, Todd Winters?
He's just taking his time to collect his thoughts, get his game back on board before he steps back into the ring and puts this one away once and for all.
I think Bradley Guthrie right now is thinking his mouth is wrote a check that his behind can't cash, and as you can see there, he goes under the ring for some plunder, and I think Bradley Guthrie is in a point of desperation here.
Well, let's see what he can do here with this little weapon he's bringing into the ring. It looks like dirty. And wait, look at this trifling showing up here tonight.
Ellie Banks! What is Ellie Banks doing here?
I don't know what she's doing here. She should have stayed far away. She's spending all of her time with this absolute depths of society individual here, Dirty Don Martini. That's right, look.
Well, she's saying, what's she doing here? She's talking to Don Martini.
That's right.
Is she
Come on,
begging?
Bradley, get up, Bradley.
Whoa! Don Martini lays one on her. My God! Oh my God! That was absolutely brutal.
Get her out of the ring.
Absolutely brutal.
Get her out of the ring.
Bradley Guthrie just shattered that crutch on Don Martini's back.
Attaboy.
Off the bar. 3! Oh my God! What an upset! Todd Winters, write it down. Bradley Guthrie has pinned Don Martini in a liquor lounge brawl.
It was only a matter of time.
And now he's picking up Ellie and taking her away from this scene. What is on the go here? There's more to this scene than meets the eye, Todd Winters.
Sponsored by
Grant.
And your winner, and still the Cutting Edge Wrestling Newfoundland Heritage Champion, Hellraiser Justin.
Young up-and-comer Jack Carson stepping in tonight to take on a really experienced Newfoundland wrestling, I guess you could say, mainstay in the Wild Thing, Tony King. This is going to be a good one. I like this Jack Carson cat. Tony King, he's been around a long time, Todd Winters. He's got a reputation. He's no longer a fan favorite. He's got an attitude now, and he's doing what he needs to do to win as of late.
That's exactly right. Ever since he developed that edge, it's been nothing but green pastures for the Wild Thing, Tony King.
Embroiled in the past in some vicious battles with the Chosen One, Scott Gotch, Psycho Mitch. He's gone toe-to-toe with the Hellraiser, Justin Locke. But tonight, Jack Carson, I have to say, while he is a talented young individual, he has his work cut out for him in the Wild Thing.
That's right. Jack Carson's still looking to secure his first victory in Cutting Edge Wrestling.
Now look at this guy. This guy's nice and laid back, but look at that face. Look at that face. This is the most serious guy in any party.
That's right. Jack Carson, I see a lot of potential in this young man. I think he kind of needs to get away from this Chuck Ferguson cat here. I don't know about him.
Oh, they're a fun-loving crowd, Todd Winters. You leave those guys alone. Look, Hawaiian shirts and hats and beach balls and beads. Come on, these guys are here for a grand old time. They're here for fun.
A grand old time doesn't line the pockets. It doesn't bring championships home. And Jack Carson's going to realize that sooner or later and trim the fat.
Oh, and Tony King takes advantage. Now that's the inexperience of young Jack Carson right away showing. Tony King brutalizing the back of the head and neck of Jack Carson, trying to get some early damage in.
You know, you can't turn your back on the Wild Thing, Tony King.
Irish whip and a reversal. Beautiful hip toss by Jack Carson. Jack Carson scoop and a slam right in the center of the ring.
Come on, Wild Thing, you need to get it together. Ever since suffering that loss to the Hellraiser Justin Locke, the Wild Thing's been on a rampage looking to regroup, and I don't know what he was thinking.
And right now, Todd Winters, is Jack Carson on a rampage, and the young up-and-comer is showing the veteran Tony King exactly what he's made of.
It has to be on Tony King's mind that he has challenged Psycho Mitch, and those guys have been up and down the roads, wars with one another that we're going to see next week in action, and I think that's affecting the Wild Thing's game here today. He's focused on Mitch, and maybe he's overlooking the young up-and-comer.
And that's one of the things that, as a veteran, Tony King should not do. You never, ever look past the match you're in, but that right there is a smart move. Tony King rolls in, breaks the count, and now the referee is forced to restart at 1, giving him a full 9 count outside before a count out takes place.
Did you see this fan throwing the beach? Who are these fans? Get rid of these people throwing beach balls. Attaboy, Wild Thing. Get rid of that garbage nonsense.
It's only a beach ball. What's wrong? Tony King's afraid to have a little fun? All right, maybe Tony King. Maybe that might have kicked Tony King into gear there. All right, lock up, collar and elbow tie up. Jack Carson underneath with the arm wringer. Working that wrist, really twisting the arm there now. Tony King, surprisingly, with the upper hand early on. Tony King, though.
Beautiful wrestling move.
Wily veteran with that reversal. And now Tony with the side headlock, center of the ring. Irish whip, far side, shoulder block. Tony King. Tony King jumps over. Jack Carson attempts to leapfrog Tony King.
Excellent veteran move.
It is indeed a veteran move. Beautiful jumping heel kick for Jack Carson. Jack Carson's down, counting lights. 1, 2.
Slow count, poor officiating.
I think the ref did an all right job there.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty slow.
All right, Tony King once again back on the attack now on the young Jack Carson.
Stay on him, Tony.
Jaw-jacking with him now.
Stay on him. Come on, Tony. Stay on him. Get ready
now,
for Mitch.
this young fella showed no disrespect for Tony King. There's absolutely no need for Tony King to disrespect this young man in his debut match here.
Listen, Jack Carson needs to learn, and if he's got to learn the hard way, so be it.
Listen, Tony King, as a veteran in this business, should be there to teach the young fellas the right way, not to show them how to disrespect.
It's just part of the game, and that's why the Wild Thing's gonna go straight to the top.
All right, digress. Snapmare out of the corner by Tony King, and that kick right between those upper shoulders. That'll rattle your brains. Oh, and you see that's dirty with the forearm right across the face there. Adding insult to injury.
No mercy. The Wild Thing shows no mercy.
All right, he sinks that reverse chin lock in now. Telling the ref to ask him. He wants to get a submission here or a tap out, I guess, of Jack Carson with the reverse headlock. But Jack Carson seems to be firing up a little here, Todd Winters.
He certainly seems to be showing a lot of resiliency here, and the Wild Thing cuts him off.
Oh, he had that scouted. Beautiful clothesline by Jack Carson. Once again, Jack Carson back on the offensive.
Come on, Wild Thing, get it back together.
Jack Carson going for the cover. 1 count only.
Wild Thing showing he still has a lot left in the tank.
Don't worry about arguing with the ref, Jack Carson. Now's the time. Take your chance. This is your time to shine, Jack Carson. Do what you need to do. Finish Tony King and your first match. Oh no! Tony King with the reversal. Oh! Into a faith breaker.
Beautiful.
Grabbing Jack
maneuver.
Carson by the back of the head and driving them into his knees as he fell
Get
to
on,
the mat.
Wild Thing.
Oh, and another 2 count. Jack Carson showing some great resiliency here for a young cat.
I gotta give credit where credit is due. Carson's showing a lot of heart here today, but I just don't think he's game to take care of the
Tony
Wild
King
Thing.
is calling for the finish. This could be the kill switch, Todd Winters. If he hits this, it could be all over for the young up-and-comer.
Let's go, Wild Thing. Finish it off. Let's go.
He's got it locked in. Oh, my God!
Oh, business is about to get serious.
Oh,
here.
it has... When Psycho Mitch shows up, it's not getting serious, it's got serious. Chuck Ferguson, as a word of advice, grab that man and get the hell out of that ring.
Tony King, a wise man. Not today.
Tony King takes a powder from Psycho Mitch.
He's got
the ref
a
is
week.
completely confused what to do here.
He's got 1 week. The match isn't today. It's for next week, and there's no reason for Mitch to be out here interfering.
What? Oh, I told you guys.
Mitch not
I must have seen this
satisfied.
37 million times. Every time I see Psycho Mitch, it doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness.
Psycho Driver. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for more CEW.
You see, what a lot of these people don't realize, me and you, we got a lot of history. Going all the way back to 2006, when you beat my ass to a bloody pulp and made me move out of this province. And it wasn't until Warren G relaunched CEW in 2011, he rehired me back. There ain't a person in that locker room that I have not beat. There's only one man that got away, and that's you. Tonight, me and you, one-on-one, once again, I'm gonna put an end to that streak, and I'm gonna make you wish that you never came back. I am like an addiction. I am that damn good. Hit the music.
All right, here we go. We are back at CEW Web TV. My name is Xander.
And we got Todd Winters here at ringside for the debut of Mr. 123 TJ Taylor.
A young, brash upstart full of talent and arrogance, Todd Winters. I tell you, this young man does have what it takes to succeed, but again, an arrogant young individual. He's talented and he knows it.
That's right, and there's nothing wrong with that. I spent a bit of time with Mr. 123, and I have a lot of hope for him as he tries to excel here in his debut against Buckmaster Gotch.
Buckmaster Gotch, a perennial fan favorite here in Cutting Edge Wrestling, Todd Winters.
Yeah, I told TJ earlier today all he had to do was put a couple of pizzas and some donuts out back, and Buck wouldn't even make it to the ring.
That's a very distinct possibility.
It is a distinct possibility.
And here's Axel Gotch coming to the ring now with his charge, who is currently one half of the CEW Tag Team Champions. Here's Buckmaster Gotch, and you see all the fans love this guy.
I can't figure it out. I
The
just
big,
don't understand
lovable.
it.
I think it's the Newfoundland crowd. They love the cabbage, and they want it for their Sunday dinners, Todd Winters.
They might want it for their Sunday dinners, and God knows Buck eats all the Sunday dinners, as I've said before.
That's what I do. He's the only guy I know who drinks the juice right out the salt beef bucket.
That's pretty nasty, but I can totally see it happening. Look at this guy. Look at this. What does Axel see in this guy? How can Axel follow this guy around?
It's a family, Todd
is,
Winters.
yeah, but every family...
Look it up, man. It's called a family connection.
Well, you know, my family loves me, and I really don't see how anybody in that family could love that guy right there. Look at him with his sneaker boots on. One boot and one sneaker boot.
Well, that's just... The airline probably
Can't even let
lost
the
his
ref
luggage.
check him properly. Cricky Morella having a hard time here, trying to make sure there are no weapons on Buckmaster Gotch.
And there you see good old Cricky Morella had a prosperous independent career until he blew out his knee in 1996.
It's true, you know, I feel really bad for Cricky Morella. But, you know, he's found a new light in the refereeing game. And
All right, so here we go now. And this is David versus Goliath. If I had to draw a comparison, this, you know what this reminds me of, Todd Winters? King Hippo and Little Mac. The big Buckmaster. Whoa, did you see that? He just folded the young upstart TJ Taylor. Oh, and TJ Taylor.
Had a boy, TJ slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Oh my God, there were cabbage fragments flew into the front row.
Come on, TJ, get it together.
All right, TJ now trying to take the attack to the upper half of the big man. That's not a smart move. If with a man the size of Buck Gotch and a man the size of TJ Taylor, oh my God, TJ Taylor's got to take him off his vertical base. And you see if Buck maintains a vertical base, what he can do to a competitor the size of TJ Taylor, just manhandling the young man.
TJ needs to powder out, collect his thoughts, get back in, and what he really needs to do is chop the big man down, and we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
All right, we're going, we've got the young TJ Taylor now attempting to utilize the speed, but I don't know, TJ Taylor is not going to get, he could barely get his hands around Buck. I don't know, was he going for a German suplex there? I'm not sure, but Buck Gotch again, using that girth and that power, just a man, and he tosses TJ Taylor like a lawn dart across the ring.
It's halfway across the ring, that's it, TJ. Powder out again, you need to get it together. You got to take the big man down. You need to take out a knee.
Oh, Buck Gotch
just the referee needs to get him back. He's got a 10 count. The referee needs to get him back.
He does have a 10 count. Strategically, Buck just reset the count and gives TJ Taylor an extra time to...
strategically and Buck don't go together.
Well, that's exactly it. Sometimes Buckmaster Gotch, he is a fan favorite, but sometimes he just does things just because he wants to, not because it makes sense within the rules of the squared circle, Todd Winters. He's a free thinker. I don't know what your problem is with that.
TJ Taylor giving those damn wiener kids a piece of his mind as he gets back into the ring.
He's just upset now that they stole his lunch last week.
Go away. TJ can take care of himself. All he needs to do...
Yes, he can. He got suspended now, so he got all kinds of free time for wrestling.
He's not in high school.
No. I never said high school. He still gets recess.
TJ going to take it to Buck. That a boy. Light him up.
There you go.
Don't
Look.
be afraid. Back him into the corner. That a boy, Mr. 123. And not a good idea going there on the gut of Buck Gotch.
And there's that King Hippo analogy. Oh, Buckmaster. Oh, my. This young man is keeping coming at Buck in a head-on attack, and Buck continuously.
The cabbage, illegal. I've said this 1,000 times.
Oh, no,
he's an illegal move.
He is getting
should be a DQ. Cricky Morella
he's
not
getting
doing anything about it.
A vitamin C influx. Look, he just offered the referee some. There's no rule anywhere that says you can't eat in the match.
It's disgusting.
Oh, he sneezed. Look, you see that? He's allergic to TJ Taylor.
Disgusting.
Uh-oh, he's got him up now.
Debut match, he gets cabbage in his face.
That's why the fans love him. Buck Gotch hooks the leg and gets the 1-2-3 on TJ Taylor. And TJ Taylor's debut.
Disgusting. Someone needs to take care of this buffoon.
And then you see Buck dancing around the ring. Axel on the outside, extolling the virtues of his cousin, Buckmaster Gotch. All right, folks, this is Xander Marks here with my broadcast colleague, Todd Winters, and we are in for a special treat tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, in Newfoundland wrestling, few rivalries exist that are as intense as the ongoing battle.
Wild Thing taking his rightful place up on the top of the ring there on the top rope, letting the fans know who the man is. He isn't afraid of Psycho Mitch. He issued the challenge, and he's ready to prove that 9 years is only one thing, and in one night that can all change, and tonight's that night.
Well, we did see here last week, Todd, that Tony King was indeed ready for Psycho Mitch, but I think Tony King is ready for Psycho Mitch on his terms. When Psycho Mitch attempted last week to make it on his own terms, Tony King took a powder.
That's right, and it was the smart thing to do, because you really, really have to be careful when you're around a Psycho One. Look at the man as he steps through the curtain here. He's an absolute lunatic.
This man is indeed a beast, an absolute beast. He seems at times almost impervious to pain. If he's not impervious, he almost seems to enjoy it. He's a sick individual. And the fans here love this man. They have a special love for Psycho Mitch. Not so much as he's a rule breaker, but just seeing this man is so impressive.
I think it's more so a respect factor the fans have for him. He's laid his body on the line so many times. But you know, you can't underestimate the Wild Thing. He might not be the most intimidating presence physically, but we've seen that guy have some absolute wars.
Oh, indeed. What Tony King lacks in physical structure, he does indeed make up with talent. And Tony King starts off the match getting into a slugfest with the big Psycho Monster. I don't know if that's a good idea. Psycho Mitch takes the upper hand. Irish whip, far side, back elbow. Tony King. Oh, Psycho Mitch has got Tony in a precarious position now. Switches him up to the shoulder. What is this? Oh, Tony King again slips out the side with that spinning wheel kick. Takes the Psycho One down early in this match, and this is not how I anticipated this match starting, Todd Winters.
No, certainly not. The Wild Thing taking the high-octane offense to the Psycho One, trying to take him off his feet early, bringing everything to the table in a reversal.
Reversal of the Irish whip, and Tony King tries that clothesline, but the Psycho One, you're not getting Psycho Mitch down that easy, Tony King. Oh, and the Psycho One with that brutal big boot to the face of Tony King. Going for the early cover. 2 count only. Tony King able to sneak that shoulder off the mat and keep this match going. We almost saw a victory there for the Psycho One.
Very close pinfall there. Referee Cricky Morella right on top of things, but the Wild Thing manages to escape.
Psycho Mitch now has Tony King in the corner, laying those big knees right into the breadbasket. Oh, is he going for the Psycho Driver? Oh, this could be it. This could be it, Todd Winters.
If he hits that, it's over.
Well, Tony King again using that ring prowess, that knowing where he is in the ring, the reversal, but again, the power of Psycho Mitch. And he just launches Tony King across the ring from coast to coast, pillar to post. It sends Tony King on a mini vacation.
Tony King needs to get out. He needs to regroup. Things are not going well here for the Wild Thing.
No, Tony King at this point is definitely in trouble, Todd Winters. If Psycho Mitch continues this assault, this barrage, there is no way Tony King can survive this. He needs to find a way to gain the upper hand in this match. Oh, and a big sidewalk slam by Psycho Mitch, shaking Tony King's spine with that impact.
You're going to have to do more than that to put away the wall thing, but he's certainly taking a beating here early on. This has been wall-to-wall action since the bell rang.
It's been exciting from the get-go here, Todd Winters. I'm so flabbergasted. Tony King has thus far been taking a pounding, but continues to be able to sneak that shoulder up, and once again, able to sneak that shoulder out, just showing the conditioning of Tony King, able to get that shoulder up before the 3 count and continue this match.
He's a ring veteran. He's been in the ring for well over 10 years.
And this may be the moment that Tony King was looking for there, Todd Winters.
Big drop kick.
Again, great ring awareness, using that springboard back elbow to catch the Psycho 1 by surprise, and now suddenly
taking out the knee. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Brilliant maneuver to do on a big man such as Psycho Mitch.
Yes, Tony King now really working on the legs of the Psycho 1, which strategically, again, Todd Winters, while I don't agree with some of Tony King's actions here in Cutting Edge Wrestling, this is the best strategy for taking a big man like Psycho Mitch. You take out that vertical base, there's no way he's getting you up for that Psycho driver.
And this is a rare occurrence. A lot of times when you see these two guys in the ring, it's just absolute chaos. It's very rare to see these two go toe-to-toe on the mat.
Yes, it's very rare to see thus far. There's no weapons involved. There's no need for anybody for stitches yet, because these men are responsible for some of the most violent meetings in Newfoundland wrestling history.
That's for sure. We've witnessed some wars over the years, and I got a feeling this one is going to restart again.
Tony King again now just trying to wear down the Psycho 1. Every one of those little kickouts, they're going to cost you more. You see Psycho Mitch trying to work the kinks out of that knee. Tony King has caused some damage here, Todd Winters.
That's right. It's the best strategy for the wall thing, and here we go. Oh, he stepped away from his game plan, and he's going to pay for it.
Oh, no. Tony King up again in that power slam. And the snake eyes in the corner. Psycho Mitch comes. Oh, my goodness. That brutal lariat nearly decapitated Tony King, Todd Winters.
He folded him up like an accordion.
But you see, Todd, that Psycho Mitch couldn't capitalize right away. The very first thing he went to that knee.
Big kick out.
We've never seen Psycho Mitch with an obvious chink in the armor before. This is a very interesting scenario.
You usually see Psycho Mitch in the dominant position in a matchup, and right now he's looking a little worse for wear, and the wall thing needs to capitalize once again.
I think Psycho Mitch is trying to end this. Oh! Goes for that big boot. Tony King, once again with the wherewithal of where he is in the ring to move out of the way, gets Psycho Mitch caught up on that rope and then shoots the other leg out from underneath Psycho Mitch. Again, a brilliant strategy by Tony King for dealing with the big monster.
Beautiful chalk block, followed up with the step over toe hold here. Beautiful maneuver.
The spinning toe hold a la Terry Funk. Really working over the knee now. Straining those muscles from the knee right down to the Achilles tendon. And now you see he's pulling up with more of a stump puller move. This is some original offense by Tony King. But continuing to work that leg to do what he can to make sure that big man can't get back to a vertical base. And if you can't stand, you cannot deliver that Psycho driver, Todd Winters.
That is correct, and it's beautiful strategy on the part of the wall thing.
And again, while I don't agree with this strategy of using the ring as a weapon there, Tony King, he has to be commended for coming up with this strategy.
For certain, and I mean, using the ring as a weapon. The ring is there, while things just taking advantage of his surroundings.
And that's a thing that Tony King of old would not do. Tony King recently, he'll use any method to obtain his goals.
It really seems like since he had that feud with Scott Gotch, he really turned a corner in terms of an edge and developed his attitude that we've seen transpire out of the wall thing.
All right, so we're back in the ring now. Wow, Tony King
beautiful
reverses that. It looked like Psycho Mitch was going for the black hole slam. Tony King had it well scouted. Floats over into a tornado DDT, goes for the cover and grabs a 2 count only.
Have you ever seen Psycho Mitch in this position?
Never in the many years I've been involved in Newfoundland wrestling for 20 years, Todd Winters, I have never seen Psycho Mitch in this kind of trouble. Tony King right now has Psycho Mitch reeling, and it's not a scene we're used to seeing here in Newfoundland wrestling or in Cutting Edge Wrestling.
Going for the kill switch, his finisher.
Oh, the black hole slam! Psycho Mitch went to the well again and nailed it, but can he capitalize, Todd Winters?
It's
if
that
he can't
knee,
get
the
over,
knee, he can't pull himself over.
if he can't get over to make the cover on Tony King, right now Psycho Mitch is recovering. Tony King is recovering from that black hole slam as well. This is a chess match at this point.
First man to get to his feet just may have the advantage to close this thing up here
Well,
tonight.
Psycho Mitch floats the arm over Tony King. Whoa, whoa.
Very, very close to
Tony
count.
King able to just snap into it long enough to realize what was happening. That was pure instinct there, Todd Winters.
Pure instinct, ring awareness, the wild things of vet, and he's showing it here tonight.
Oh, Big Mitch with that big ham hock right to the jaw of Tony King. And Tony King, to his credit, returning him back
He's no
to the
slouch,
big
like
monster.
we said earlier. He's taking it to the Psycho one all contest.
Tony King now. Oh, Psycho Mitch with the reversal and tosses Tony King to the outside. Uh-oh, Todd Winters.
Hard to the floor
Uh-oh, this is historically where these matches between these two break down, and we start to go from the confines of a wrestling match to a Pier 6 brawl.
there. It seems as if these two are certainly taking that
Oh,
to heart.
and Psycho Mitch taking a page out of Tony King's book, using the ring as a weapon.
These two better be careful. The referee has his count on here.
The referee continuing to count these two men. Psycho Mitch now doesn't seem to be paying any mind. Tony King seems to have more on his mind. Oh! Tony with the reversal now. Rolls into the ring again.
And he breaks the count.
Breaks that count. So now their back starts back at 1. Laying those forearm shots right into the back and neck of Psycho Mitch.
These two, it's out of control. These two have just lost it.
Get it in the ring, guys. Like,
We knew it couldn't last.
Where are they going? Where are they going, Todd Winters?
Back to the confines of the CLB Armoury here in St. John's. These two are taking it outside the squared
They're
circle.
fighting in the fence. That's the merch table. Right there. That's the merch table, Todd Winters. Tony King now. He's looking for a chalk outline to fall into. He's done. He's absolutely done, Todd Winters. Oh!
And the bell is rung. The bell is rung, Xander. And it appears as if we have a double count out on our hands here.
What?
We knew this would happen.
These two men, again, this rivalry between these two has been so intense. And
official-
Tony King just shoves the official. This match is officially over, ladies and gentlemen, but Tony King and Psycho Mitch are continuing this wild brawl here
We
in the
need to get this
CLB
under
Armoury.
control between these two, because you know what'll happen. It'll just get out of control.
If this spills outside, the police station is right next door.
Give you the opportunity to do it. No rules, no disqualification. We don't see a draw that night.
Welcome back to CEW TV. In this episode, we have the long-awaited #1 contenders match for the North Atlantic title between the Chosen One Scott Gotch and Dirty Don Martini. Exercising his power as Renegade owner, the Dirty One would rule that this contest would now be contested under no disqualification rules. With that, let's get to ringside and find out who the new number one contender will be.
Folks, we've got a number one contenders match for the CEW North Atlantic title between Dirty Don Martini and the chosen one, Scott Gotch. And it's all over, all the respect. These guys do respect each other, but once the bell rings, pillar to post, you see these guys hardcore, pedal to the metal. Don Martini taking an early advantage of the chosen one, Scott Gotch. Couple of quick strikes and clotheslines. Scott Gotch now returns with a clothesline of his own. Back elbow of his own. And if you're scoring points right now, Todd Winters, we're still at a standstill. Whoa, Don Martini using Scott's own momentum to get him. Against him.
Hard to the outside, and we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Don Martini now has Scott Gotch on the outside of the ring. Don with the running start. Tope suicida right through the second and third ropes. Takes Scott Gotch down to the whole cold, hard concrete here at the CLB Armoury.
Hard to the floor there, and you know, these two, just a short while ago, King of the Rock finals, King of the Rock semifinals as well, took it to each other big time, and here we go. That's exactly where they left off last time.
Again, you know, going shot for shot. These guys, like I said, if you were scoring this match right now, it would still be a stalemate. They've sort of matched each other move for move. Oh my goodness, did you see that, Todd Winters? Scott Gotch just took a tremendous tumble after the Irish whip over those ring stairs.
You know, at one point or another, all these maneuvers are going to catch up to Scott Gotch because he's been battered and bruised for an extended period of time, and it's only a matter of time. The human body can only take so much.
Well, that's why Scott Gotch is the chosen one. Scott Gotch often goes past the limits of what any human body should be able to do.
But he's still only human, and it can only last for so long.
Well, that may very well be, Todd Winters, but right now, he's got to worry about Dirty Don Martini, and if he can pull out a victory in this match, and once again be number one contender to the North Atlantic title. And as you see, Scott Gotch once again takes the upper hand, and now it's Don Martini.
The referee needs to get control of this contest. We've already had Psycho Mitch and Tony King last
He's got
show.
the ring bell now.
Oh my goodness.
Dong! Oh my goodness.
Right to the jewels and the dirty one.
Oh my God, right to the dirty jewels, you're right.
Right, and those are important to Don Martini, and it looks like it's going to be a hard old Saturday night for the dirty one.
Yeah, that'll ring your bell for sure. All right, so these guys, once again, this match is still on the outside of the ring.
And I blame the official. The official needs to get this back in the ring. It's for the North Atlantic number one contendership, and there needs to be some sense of order to this contest here in Cutting Edge Wrestling. It's always wild cabbage. People brawling, throwing referees around. It's insane, and there needs to be some method of control.
All right, but it looks like Scott was getting ready to add it back in the ring, but once Don Martini with the reversal determines that this one's staying on the cold, hard concrete for at least another little bit.
He needs to get him back in the ring if he wants to be the number one contender, and he's just about to do that. That's a smart move by Martini. He's gotten away with a lot here. There's been a lot of leeway shown by the official, and it's certainly, hopefully, Martini can capitalize here. Big cover.
1, 2 count only. Scott Gotch, again, one of the more resilient individuals. We've seen this gentleman take a beating before.
The official needs to get him, choking him with his jacket. He needs to get in on top of this, get some control.
I don't know what this official is thinking here, Todd Winters. You know, there could have been a double count out, double disqualifications for using the ring steps. But right now, this match is ongoing.
Trying to wear him down with the sleeper. Smart move.
Scott is trying to sort of wiggle his way out of it there. Martini with that smart move, getting him down to his knees so he can't walk himself out of that sleeper hold. Once those arms of Don Martini start squeezing that carotid artery.
That's one.
I don't think he's got it. He hasn't got it very good. You see, Don Martini's elbow is not quite under the chin
Very close there. Scott just at the last second able to bring it back
If
up.
Don Martini had that elbow under the chin and was able to squeeze both sides of the neck at the same time, that may have been the end of that fight. But you see, Don Martini, not real good with the technical aspect here. He's a brawler, he's a fighter, but he's not really sinking that elbow in. Just a little bit more technical prowess from Don Martini would make a world of difference in this match right here at this given time.
However, I did appreciate the fact if you saw how he lowered him back into the sleeper by stepping on the back of his leg there. Very, very, very clever maneuver.
Okay, but once again, Scott Gotch able to get out of it, able to come back to life, because Don Martini didn't have that quite set in. Again, I think that was a mistake on Don Martini's part. If he had that elbow under the chin there, Scott Gotch may not be leaving tonight as the number one contender to the North Atlantic title.
I have to agree with you there, Xander Marks. I have to agree.
Both men now feeling the effects so far of this match.
A little worse for wear here as they both come to their feet and look at the stand.
And just that look of respect, and oh, it's on again, it's on again, it's on again. These guys are like two John Cordicks. They have a big old fight and a few beers, and then they shake hands.
Nice reference. And they're both down here.
Both men down again. This has been a back and forth. There's no real time during this match so far, Todd Winters, where we can say one man has had a definitive advantage over the other. And that just goes to show the equal talent here. We've got the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object here, Todd Winters.
Two of the biggest superstars in cutting edge wrestling locking horns once again. And this time for number one contendership to the North Atlantic title, which is currently held by the Saltwater Savage, Andrew Hawks.
Yes, but all these men now, the cutting edge locker room has been a buzz lately. Some people are happy, that Andrew Hawks has the title, but a lot of people in the cutting edge wrestling locker room are not happy that Newfoundland's premier wrestling title, just like many of Newfoundland's premier people, now resides in Alberta.
That is correct, and I think over the next little while, you're going to see just how hotly contested the North Atlantic title is going to become.
All right, so we've got, once again, Scott Gotch just took a vicious back elbow from Don Martini. And Don Martini now laying those knuckles right into the temple of Scott Gotch.
Some hard knuckles there from Dirty Don Martini.
It's not pretty, but it's effective, Todd Winters. Scott Gotch feeling the effects now of those shots to the temple. Dirty Don Martini with the arm wrench. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. Rolls through. Rings the arm once again. Push through snap mirror. Knee drop to the shoulder. Once again, Don Martini now apparently utilizing some technical prowess, concentrating his attack on the arm and shoulder. Scott Gotch ducks under the clothesline. Hits for the backslide. Oh, there's no technical there.
Oh my
Reverse
goodness.
mule kick to the jewels. Followed by a brutal, impactful DDT.
Absolutely impaled him into the canvas there.
Don Martini going for the cover. Hooks the far leg, and once again, only gets a 2 count.
Amazing.
You see
Scott Gotch
frustration
to kick
now
out.
appearing to set in on Don Martini's face. What do I have to do to beat this guy, Todd Winters? And that's one thing. These guys have had a storied rivalry, up there in the annals of Newfoundland wrestling history, with Tony King and Psycho Mitch, with Jason the Terrible and Vince Austin. Those hard, long rivalries that have existed and that the competitors just go hard every single match. And these two men are taking it to the limit here tonight for just the opportunity to get at the prestigious North Atlantic title.
And as you see another kick out there from Scott Gotch, he's certainly fending off the dirty one.
He is indeed. But Don Martini again with the upper hand now. Oh, Scott Gotch.
Beautiful reversal.
Beautiful reversal. Foot to the jaw. And that'll seriously mess up your day there, Todd Winters.
Certainly, he needs to capitalize here if he wants to put the dirty one away.
If Don Martini already wasn't on an all-liquid diet, he'd be eating lunch tomorrow through a straw.
Beautiful maneuver as you saw Scott rolled him into the middle of the ring and also folded the arms down to keep him away from the ropes.
Again, that just shows again the wherewithal of these two wily ring veterans, knowing where they are in that ring at all times. And that makes the difference very, very often in getting a 3 and getting a 2 count, Todd Winters. Scott Gotch, boot to the guts now, double underhook. Trying to set him up for something. Don Martini spins out. Catches Scott Gotch in a shoulder catch. Oh my God! Oh my God, he just drove Scott Gotch's face into the mat. Scott Gotch was coming off those ropes like a freight train, and Don Martini utilizes his own momentum to once again take an advantage in this matchup. This is a brutal war, Todd Winters. Who's going to stand as the number one contender when this ends?
You've seen Dirty Don Martini do a suicide dive onto Scott Gotch outside the ring. We've seen him throw him over the stairs outside the ring. We've seen the impactful Impaler DDT where Scott Gotch was planted into the canvas. And then just that, the flatliner type maneuver where Scott Gotch is once again planted into the canvas.
All right. Don Martini now, you almost see a little bit of frustration there before he scaled the first set of ropes. He's jumping, he's going up top. He could be going for that twisting plancha. Oh my God, Scott Gotch rolled out of the way at the last second.
Dirty Don kind of got away from himself there, went away from his game plan.
This match is back and forth like a seesaw, Todd Winters. At this point, no one knows what's going to happen. Who's going to win? I can't make a call.
It's a tough call to make, toe to toe.
Once again, Scott Gotch going for that double underhook. Picks him up. Oh, into the Tiger Driver.
Can't capitalize.
Scott Gotch cannot capitalize for the pinfall attempt off of the Tiger Driver. He's taking quite a pounding from Dirty Don Martini here this evening. But Don Martini is taking his share of the beatings as well. Hooks the leg.
So close.
Just able to get a 2 count.
Close.
Just a 2 count, Todd Winters. This match has been back and forth. Lots of close pinfall attempts. I'm at a loss for words right now, Todd Winters. My voice is going.
You know, it's not like I can't say I have a lot of respect for Dirty Don Martini given his transgressions with Ellie Banks.
Oh, what's
Look
this?
at this. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Don Martini with the overhead belly to back suplex off the second turnbuckle. Once again sends Scott Gotch crashing to the match. And once again, we're at ground zero here. We've got both men down on the mat. No idea how this is going to turn out. This is exciting wrestling at its finest.
It's gut
Todd
check
Winters.
time. Gut check time.
2 count only.
And look at the look of shock on Dirty Don Martini's face.
Again,
he can't believe.
He doesn't know what he has to do to beat Scott Gotch in this match. Don Martini, as of late, has been coming slightly obsessed with the CEW North Atlantic title, and you see that frustration in his eyes there. He needs this.
He needs to stay on focus, because if he gets unfocused with a talent like Scott Gotch, things are going to end.
And you see now what Don Martini is doing. Don Martini needs this. So what Don is trying to do here is he's trying to cement his place. Oh my God!
Goodness, the referee needs to step in here with this leeway. I can't understand
what just happened there.
He absolutely destroyed Scott Gotch.
That's not very
sports, but it's all on the line. It's all on the line, Xander.
2! Oh my God! 2 and 14/15. Did you see that?
So close.
It was so close. Look, Don Martini now just, you know when you get that frustrated that all you can do is laugh? Well, that's the point that Don Martini is right now. He's so frustrated with trying to beat Scott Gotch in this matchup that he's laughing.
I think he's going for the dirty spoon there.
Oh, he does. Scott Gotch with the reversal once again with the double underhook. Reversal by Don Martini, going for the dirty cutter. Reversal by Scott Gotch. 3rd time's a charm for the double underhook. Picks him up once again. Tiger Driver. 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, your number 1 contender to the CEW North Atlantic title, the chosen one, Scott Gotch.